Frequently asked question number 3. You mentioned that the PET tool can help determine the purchase price to offer the seller. How can I do this? It's interesting because there are 4 primary fears that many real estate buyers face, which I talk about in video number 3 in the PET video series. Fear number 4 is buyer's remorse. I'm going to show you how you can use the PET tool to toggle between purchase prices and ensure you do not overextend yourself with an outrageous offer that you should have never presented. Instead, I'll teach you how to use the property valuation tool to identify a specific purchase price based on specific financial targets you and your family desire. This provides a powerful advantage that few investors have available to them. As a result, you can kiss the risk of buyer's remorse goodbye. Okay, let's quickly go to the full PET version and I'll walk through a case. Okay, welcome back. So what you're looking at right now is the interface of the full PET version. Now, we're going to see how toggling the purchase price using PET, we can target specific financial goals that we may be looking for this specific property. Okay, at this point I want to scroll down so you can actually see the investment box and the bottom line box here as we toggle between purchase prices. What we have at a 30-year term, I'm going to go ahead and change it instead of $350 to $325. And you can see before I enter that price what the ROI is, 28% approximately, and $693 of net income. With $325, we see here it went to 31.97% ROI and a net income of $796. We also notice the closing is $45,169. Now if we went even lower, let's say we offered $300,000 and we acquired the property. The ROI goes to 36, net income is $900, and total closing is a little bit less than $42,000. Now, let's say that we wanted to get this property with no less than 20% return on investment. So you are willing to offer a larger price than even the list price to acquire the property, but as long as you are better than a 20% ROI. You might ask, well, why would you do that in the first place? Sometimes you may have multiple offers on the table and your agent may have informed you that there's maybe 3, 4, 5 offers from other people, and you realize that you may have to go more than the list price to acquire the property, but are willing to do so because it's still financially profitable for you. So let's go ahead and see what purchase price we would need to offer to get it close to 20% ROI and how much that would be. So I'm going to go ahead here and put $375,000. Notice the ROI. It went to 24.6%. So that means we can offer even more on this property to still be above the 20% ROI cutoff that we have set for ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and put $400,000. Now we see the ROI is 21.57. Also notice the net income is still $486 net with this purchase price. Now I'm going to go $425. Notice now the ROI has dropped below 20% at 18.88%. So that means that we have to go less than $425,000. I'm going to go ahead and set it at $415 and see what that gives us. Notice here we're at 19.92%. Okay, so that means we can offer just a little bit less. I'll put 414, so that's $414,000 and that will give us an ROI of 20.02%, almost exactly 20%. Notice the net income is $428. So what this is telling me from PET, I can offer as much as $414,000 on this property and still acquire a 20% ROI considering everything else remains the same. Now notice the total closing is $56,000. And notice this is actually $64,000 more than what the property is even listed at. But it still yields profitable, and if you assume that maybe this property will appreciate greatly in the next 3, 4, 5 years, it may be totally worth offering a $414,000 purchase offer to the seller to ensure you have a competitive offer against those other 5 offers that might be on the table and you get the property. So that's how you can use the toggling the purchase prices to your advantage to see where your specific financial target goals are, and you can measure up your purchase price against those. You could also use it for the total closing if you don't want to come in with a certain amount of money. You know, how low would you need to make your purchase price offer and things like that. So this gives you a tremendous advantage over the typical investor who doesn't have the capabilities of the PET tool at hand.